Good evening, everyone.
Howdy do.
How are you, Amjad? Hope you're well, keeping yourself occupied during the summer holidays. There's always a bit fly away when I've washed my hair. Anyway, never mind. Not bothered, it's not in my eyes, so hey ho. Chris has been busy with the painting brushes and roller again today.
Downstairs is 99.9% finished.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's like when you go on holiday, Amjad, you can be in like a 5-star hotel. But it's that feeling when you walk through that front door.
Someone says your coffee.
Give me your own coffee.
I thought it was a bit sweet. Yeah, well.
Okay.
Danke.
Right, now we've got right coffee. I'll put link in there.
What you like, kid girl?
It's your fault. Hi Tommy, how are you?
Hello.
Did you enjoy your takeaway last night? But yeah, you know what I mean? What?
I didn't fall off his bike, did he?
You know, it's you could be in the lap of luxury, but there's nothing like walking through your own front door. Oh.
There was that Auntie Laura, Uncle Tommy, which Auntie and Uncle is he? I'm sad. Sorry, I'll be one of those moves, mate.
I think paint fumes has got to him, Amjad. But yeah, you know, as the saying goes, there's no place like home, and it's true. Gonna go to the other house on Friday. Yeah, that's being renovated. So you can see progress of it then, Amjad, and you know.
Where's my bedroom? I want to win it there. Hey, get me out of painting, Amjad. I'll have it you done in about a week.
But this is the thing. Oh, bless you. Right. So I bought some new coat up things in there, like about yay long, but the one that we got were a great long thing. And we think like, you know, keep putting coats on it, it was coming away from wall. Anyway, so I bought some new metal ones. So Chris took one of the like up, you know, that you put your coat on, off the old one before I chucked it away. So and put it on wall. So Biscuit had got his own like little, you know, for his harness and his lead and his collar and whatnot. So anyway, ooh, vanilla flavoured popcorn. Ooh, I bet that smells nice, Amjad. Anyway, so he puts the coat hanger things up. Comes in here because he like just took coats over there while he painted. He says, I can't find our Biscuit's hook anywhere. So Chris is hunting high and low. He says, I must have put it down somewhere. And goes in there, Amjad, to go to the toilet without even looking. And I went, just come here a minute. So he says, why, what's up? And I just pointed to the stairs. He put it down on one of the stair steps. and it were there in plain sight. I went, just look. I says, and I found it. I says, weren't even looking for it. The paint fumes is definitely getting to him, Amjad. And they put all coats back and Callum's Yard and whatever, and couldn't find this particular hook thing for our biscuits leads anywhere. But hey ho, getting an old fella now, innit? So you haven't answered my question, Tommy. Did you enjoy your takeout last night? Did you come back before I finished last night? I can't remember. I've been to bed since then. So that's a good idea, Amjad. That's a damn good idea. But that's the thing as well. I didn't feel too chipper this morning, so I got Chris to ring up doctors and cancel that physio. I says, I just can't be arsed to go into physio and pull me from pillar to post. I just, I says, I just don't feel in the mood for it today. So Chris rung up and they've cancelled it till 17th, I think. Oh, bless you. Did you wake up an appetite going on your bike then, Tommy? You see, it were, shall I have steak out at freezer or should I have a takeaway? Going there and back on your bike, it will probably wake you up, a bit of an appetite, Tommy. But it's nice though that you've got. You see, this is the problem with Callum. I just wished he'd got friends outside because, yeah, he never socialises. You know what I mean? And it can't be good for him spending every single day upstairs in his bedroom playing on his Xbox. Oh dear. Oh. We've had jacket potatoes tonight, Amjad. I haven't had one for ages, and I says to Chris, I says, because we had a shopping delivered. I says, I've ordered some jacket potatoes. I says, I for some unknown reason, I just fancied a jacket potato. So we were supposed to be having them Monday. Chris forgot to put them in. Right. So we were supposed to be having them Tuesday. Chris comes to putting them in oven because it's got to be they've got to be done in oven. I hadn't got enough foil. You only got like a little strip of foil left on roll. So we eventually got them tonight because Chris has been and got some more foil. So yeah, only about 3 days late, and we've eventually got these. Yeah, that's a good idea, Amjad. That's a damn good idea. But I've got a thing on my computer screen. And I thought I got a zit or something on my lip and it was on computer screen. Oh. This is the thing, Tommy, and we've asked several associations to, we've got a MENCAP just down Rowood. I mean, and obviously Callum's special needs, but they never got back to us. So, and then there were supposed to be like from college, gonna suggest these, you know, like after school kind of thing, and you know, other, you know, places that it can go, but nothing. So, but you know, and it worries me sometimes that he don't socialise. You know what I mean? It does worry me. That's just the way it's worked, Amjad. So, I'm saying nothing. Pardon me. Paint fumes has definitely got to him, Tommy. But that's it. That's it, Amjad. Oh, I want to say something. I can't remember. I mean, there might actually, on that particular night, be a live stream coming actually from Richard's house. Because it's my usual spot on a Saturday, isn't it? You know, all us rowdy lot, all, you know. Mind you, I'll keep them in check, Amjad. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, you know, this is the thing, Tommy. We've never had a concrete diagnosis, but we think he's sort of on the autism spectrum. Because he's one of these that he likes everything, you know, like when he follows a routine, it's got to be to the T. And if he veers away from that, he panics. But I've got something to put to Richard tonight. You know what I mean? It's like when he used to go to school, and when we moved here, we moved away from his local school, but because he's got, well, they don't call them statements now, but because he's got a statement, he said that he wanted to stop at that school. So before they started back after summer, Chris had to take him on the bus several times to, you know, where to get off, how much it was going to cost, everything. And he used to go out at house a certain time, no later, no sooner, you know what I mean? Exact time. And there were many a time the bus that he normally caught would either, you know, be running late or not turn up at all. And I'd have him on phone to me, ringing up and saying, bus ain't turned up, bus ain't turned up. I says, don't panic. I says, there'll be another one along in 10 minutes. I know, but it's going to make me late for school. You know what I mean? And I says, look, Callum, I says, you're not going to be late for school. I says, don't panic. There'll be another one shortly. I says, don't start panicking. Ooh. Coming to Bradford.
Oh, that's about like what? 50 minutes to an hour away from us, Amjad. Let me know.
But anyway, so, but, you know, because I've got 3 older children, and I knew him right from being very, very young. You know, he weren't hitting none of his milestones. He weren't, you know, if you know what I mean. So from about 3 years old, or before he was 3 years old, he was seeing a pediatrician. You know, he's had, you know, it's an ongoing thing even now at college. So what did they call it?
Huh?
What column? Not the muscle tone thing. The other. I forgot what.
Scratching it.
No, because it's not.
The development delay.
Ah, that's it. Development delay. Hi, Woody. How are you?
Hello, Woody.
But yeah, I mean, you see, this is what we're trying. Same as I've said to Chris. We're trying to get him a bit more independent because he relies on myself and Chris way too much. And same as I said to Chris, me and Chris is not going to be around forever, if that makes any sense. So he's got to, you know, start getting a bit more independent. So, but they do, you know, it sort of, but I mean, going back to this physio appointment, the back's killing me. So how would I have been after a, you know, we sort of do this and do that? Bye. It's in Bradford. Ooh. Can't say as I do, Amjad, but yeah. So yeah. Oh, and Amjad, them cupcakes last night. Another hit. Ooh. It's all right, I've just Googled it, Amjad. Ooh, very nice. Ah, it says located in Bombay stores, so it's actually located in, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Hi, Gary.
Gary.
But yeah, it looks all right. And we've had a break from Euros tonight and tomorrow. So, but pleased to know, Gary, Tommy thoroughly enjoyed his. It says, Tommy, have you returned home yet with your curry? Be a bit cold if you'd only just got home. Ah. But it looks a nice place anyway. Yeah, Amjad. I've had a look. Yeah, it looks all right. Hi, partner. How are you? But yeah, I've had an idea about this housewarming, but because it's for me to buy a fancy dress outfit, it won't be a lot of money. And then if Chris has got to buy one as well, so yeah, I'll run it past Richard. He comes in. You know me. And this is the thing. Totally true, and I agree 100%, Tommy. Yeah, not too bad. No. This is the thing. And, you know, I always say, as a family, there's nothing we can't deal with. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, okie dokie. Richard. You see, the only way I could send it, yeah, were actually through TikTok. Amjad. So I thought, well, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. And I just sent it you through via TikTok. But that was that video I was talking about last night. Oh, pardon me, about Ronnie Pickering. So I did send it, Amjad, through TikTok. Is Jason all right?
Oh, I got a clue.
Been very clingy. Yeah, been very clingy. As our Chase. I think we might have something to do with that black and white cat. And you know who I am? I'm Ronnie Pickering. Oh dear. But yeah. See, you hadn't had to wait long for him, Gary. You know, we know you miss him terribly. God, that's scary. No, we were talking about James Gibson had put a Ronnie Pickering clip up on TikTok. And Amjad wanted me to send him a link. Well, the only way it would let me do it is via TikTok. So get you. He took a screenshot on you, Gary, and had it done professionally. Oh dear. Did you get my picture then I sent you, Richard? Yeah, I get it now. But yeah. That is funny, Gary. Oh dear. I thought we were getting a case of cross wires then. But yeah, I just scroll back and it says, so you got the picture I sent you. Mm. Oh dear. Never mind. I don't know. I've gone all hot all of a sudden again. I've been all right all day. Seems funny. It's after a laugh. I don't know why. Probably sends my blood pressure up. So don't make me laugh. Oh dear. Hope it went to naughty one, Gary. So yeah.
I couldn't leave you on your
Well,
Jack Jones.
Hey?
I wasn't going to wait for Richard.
What?
So I couldn't leave you on your Jack Jones.
Oh!
And I thought, I'm not waiting for Richard.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm Chad. Yeah. I sat there watching it and I'm thinking, oh my God. It's all right. Amjad posted a video in the group, and can you remember when he ran about this girl highlighted her hair or something with tissue papers, and I'm just thinking, oh God, why anybody would believe that is beyond me.
I remember the first time I come across you, you know what? One of the first things I said.
What?
Were you related to Ronnie Pickering?
Anyway, and then because it was this young girl on Instagram or something. No. Anyway, and then she said, apparently this were all filmed during lockdown. So, and then another, this is another absolutely bonkers idea. She said, yeah, because James had put one up and that clip, but then he'd sort of turned it around and, you know, we were all, not actually me, this other fella, I don't know, it superimposed. And they were like, you know, but anyway, do you think we look alike?
Yeah, but you married into the name. That's
But anyway, and another bonkers idea that she's come up with, we're colouring her hair. You know this, right? This is still here from last night. She had coloured her hair with food colouring gel. You know, that speaks for itself. It's called food colouring gel for a reason, because you only colour food with it.
Oh, you always get one, don't you?
It's you're only this young girl, and I'm thinking, I'm just sat there going like this. You know, it beggars belief how some people regularly buy into these things. You know, that people can actually lighten their hair with tissue paper. Yeah, tissue paper and salt. That's it. And as for food colouring, Amjad. Well, you see, this is the thing, Amjad. It probably were hair dye. Because she wants people to believe that she's got that end result from what she's trying to portray that she's using. You know what I mean? Even though she knows as well as I do that none of that stupid stuff's going to work. But yeah, you know, it's yeah, they've got to make people think that it works. Yeah, exactly. And that says it all, Amjad. It says there's a lot of cuts and edits in the video. Exactly.
That's what you can do with, you know, with a bit of editing.
Yeah. What hair did she colour with edible?
Can make a good video bad and bad video good. Can make or break a video.
But this is the thing, you know, that is made to colour buttercream and cakes and things, not for your goddamn hair. Yeah, it'd colour it, but next minute it'd be out. It's not a, you know. It says food colour gel. That's it. Food.
Is there a link to this video?
It's put it in our Facebook group.
Oh.
But I mean, Amjad could probably put the link in for the original woman, girl, what. But this is, it's like getting views under false pretenses, isn't it, really?
Hi, Eddie.
Hiya, Edward. I mean, I could put a clickbait title every single video. And that's basically what they do. It's clickbait to get people to watch
Baking
it.
with her, Jeanette. Gets her boobs out.
But she's only young. Yeah, there you go. She's only a young girl, you know, and that she can be forgiven for, but you know, claiming something that's not even possible, even remotely possible. But same as Amjad says, I mean, clearly watching the video, you can see it's been cut and edited. Yeah, definitely. That as well says it all, Amjad. Purple kept changing and changing every edit. You know what I mean?
Basically, wouldn't say
Trust
no
you to say that, Gary. We've tried to discuss the concept that she's only doing it to get the views. If I just keep putting the word cake in the title, I just can't resist. But you know what I mean? She's a young, supposedly influencer. So, you know, one person tried in the comments and it did not work. Well, there's your proof then, Amjad. You know what I mean? There's your proof. It's just the concept of dipping a piece of tissue in salt water to lighten your hair. So, and food colouring. I was absolutely rolling with laughter. Yeah, I'm just starting a new series in the Facebook group. You know, reacting to clickbait videos. But you know what I mean? It's like me saying I'm going to Filey Beach and I'm going to part waves. You know, we all know it's never going to happen, but yeah, There were a thing today. What come up on my Google? An 11-foot shark had washed up on a UK beach.
You do get certain species of sharks. Obviously, you're not going to get great white.
Yeah, and they reckon it were an 11-foot shark.
But yeah, it must be a whale shark, or it could be a basking shark. Now they're not carnivorous; they just eat plankton. But we do get them off. The whale shark's largest species of shark.
Or as massive. It says here it's 24 foot. Or as massive 24-foot shark, bigger than a tractor, washes up on popular UK beach, sparking warning from marine experts. Basking shark. It was a basking shark.
Oh,
in Ayrshire.
Didn't seem that far north.
It says with rope tangled through its mouth and around its tail.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you will see him. Yeah.
That's the said shark that.
Yeah, I had a quick look at it. They called him Rosie Amjad.
24-foot shark. That's some carting it away on a forklift truck.
Telehandler. Yeah, we're going to the local chippy. They'll be having shark and chips at next.
I know. It says the basking shark, sometimes known as the toothless Bruce, is the second largest fish in our oceans. At first, it was thought to be a whale. It was tangled in a long loop of rope and its mouth was caught around its tail.
No, they don't.
That's it. But yeah, it's hardly going to, we'll have another series of Jaws, are we?
No.
But this is the thing, Amjad. How can they possibly want you to believe if her hair were purple and then it turned into rose gold? But for one, it were dead. You know what I mean? And two, it's a toothless shark, so there's no danger to anybody, is there really?
Yeah, you see that coming at you, bloody shit yourself, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, I mean, same as Chris just said, if you saw it coming towards you, you'd shit yourself. But, because it's washed up on a beach, they trying to scaremonger and saying, well, blah, blah, blah. It were dead when it actually washed up. So, but anyway. Oh dear. But anyway, there you go. What you eating? Ooh.
Oh, something from Aldi.
Oh, you're eating posh crisps then?
Oh, we passed for Aldi. Oh, yeah, you need a Wikipedia page for basking shark.
But this is the thing, Amjad. Salt dries everything out. You know what I mean? I mean, you imagine going to the beach, swimming in the sea, and getting like all seawater in your hair. It makes it feel horrible. You know what I mean? It's a growing lad, Eddie. He's like Callum and Chris. They, you know, they've got all the legs.
I do have some munchies from time to time. A little something to wash it down.
What is it?
Pineapple.
Oh, I've got cloudy lemonade on the go.
Actually, I've got a bottle of kiwi lemonade in the fridge.
So it's a lot better than normal lemonade because it's got that kick to it, if you know what I mean. It's got that zingy, you know, kick to it. He says, I think partner stopped growing years ago. Yeah.
I've been 6'2" for a long time.
All a load of rubbish, Amjad. All a load of rubbish.
I think to call her out.
But
Rosie Day.
what I want to say? Oh, that rate. The rain woke me up at 2:30 this morning, and it were pelting it down on window. And because we've got a flat roof, it was like literally banging on the roof. You know what I mean? It amplifies it with being a flat roof, right? So I says to Callum this morning, I says, like, that bloody rain woke me up last night about 2:30. I says, it were, you know, against window. I says, and then like roof, it, you know. He says, I slept through it. I says, yeah. I says, you sleep through most things, Callum. You know what I mean? And him and Chris are both the same. We had an earthquake when we lived in Great Yarmouth, and they didn't even know about it till next morning. But yeah, him and Callum can sleep through anything. But you see, that's the problem with being a light sleeper, you know. And it were raining all night long. Mind you, it's not been a deal better during the day, on and off. And then I think it were about 5:30, 6 o'clock. No, it were earlier than that. About 4:30. Got brilliant sunshine. And I was saying to Chris, says, you can't make it up, you know, pissing it down all night, raining most of the day, and then out at blue, the sunshine starts. But I'm sort of,
I don't mind the rain.
I mean, I don't when I'm indoors. Yeah, there's two things I've run past Tracy about making next week, because I was thinking I was going to make the savoury cheese and onion pasties, but Johnny don't eat potatoes. But anyway, Amjad will like this one. Amjad will like this one. Come on, today might be nice.
I do. It's a good job you like the rain. There's a lot of it in Wales.
Biscoff donuts.
Mm.
And it's using Biscoff spread, but you only need one. Only need one fit top. And here's another one that I've run past her. And these are orange pie bars.
No, most of the time I do.
But so they the two I've sent Tracy. Oh, I just got a crawly on my laptop. But you see, on in like a normal eaves kind of roof, on's a flat roof. So that amplifies the rain absolutely chucking it down. It's basically, yeah, when it's bouncing, it's down, it's bouncing. So I got it from, it must have been coming sort of like from the back of us, because it will like all night long on windows. So, but yeah, I mean, normally I don't mind, I don't mind rain. It's just when it was torrential. Oh dear. But you see, what I'm thinking, Tommy, is doing a few more savoury things. And I sent Tracy a recipe for Greggs, like a rip-off or a Greggs cheese and onion pasties. But you use mashed potato. Well, you mash your potato and you put your cheese and your onion and everything in the mashed potato. But Johnny don't eat potatoes. So the thing is, in Tracy's, it only makes 4, but would they get eaten? I mean, they'd say, get, get devoured in no time here. But, it's save the gannets.
I don't think they're a protected species.
This is the thing, right? I made 12 of them cupcakes last night. Callum's already had 3 of his 4. I says, remember, Callum, you've only got 1 more left. I says, share and share alike, 4 each. But it might pick up in a bit, Edward. You never know. Baby, will you put my fan on a bit? I'm sweating. What I tell you what it is, I've gone from a sleeveless t-shirt to a t-shirt t-shirt, and I think that's what it is as well. But I mean, that's only since last night, Tommy. You know what I mean? By tomorrow, they'll probably all be gone. They don't last. They don't hang about much in our ass. So. But I'm willing. I'm willing to mail order anybody that wants any, within reason. Yeah, fine chance that I'm getting there. This is no word of lying. After I shut it down last night, and Chris had took up table and everything down, I sat here and I'm going. Chris says, "What's up?" I says, "Well, there's something crawling along carpet." I says, and to me, I says, it looks like a wasp. And it were a wasp. But I don't know whether it had lost its direction or what. But it was like just crawling along on carpet. And I thought at first, hey up, it looks, I looked, and then I looked a bit closer. I thought it was a spider. But then I looked again and I looked a bit closer and I says, "This is a bloody wasp." So do they have a season or do they go into hibernation or I don't know. But it had not got a it did not got a skip to its step, put it that way. It was just like crawling along carpet. That's what made me think it were a spider to begin with, but it weren't. It were a wasp. You don't apply makeup with tissue. You take it off with tissue or wet wipe or whatever, but you don't apply makeup with a tissue. Even I know that, and I don't wear makeup. She's got some weird ideas there, Amjad. Oh yeah, definitely. But you see, we've had jacket potatoes tonight, and Callum don't like jacket potatoes. So Chris has had to cook me and him jacket potatoes, and then he's had to cook Callum something else because he don't like jacket potatoes.
Sausage and beans.
Oh, that, yeah. Said that without moving your lips. Chips, sausage and beans. I don't think she's right in head, Amjad. Honestly, I don't think she's right in head. How can you make makeup brushes out of tissue paper? Anyway. How long does it take Richard to hang a picture up on wall?
Same time it does for me.
But yeah, I mean, Chris has painted. See, it left like this wall behind me, obviously other side, till last because it's got me baking drawers. So he's had to like move one into the kitchen, one near lobby hole, and other one near front door while he painted that. But he's got all coat-ups and drilled them back in and everything. But and the daft sod. Because see, we got like a coat thing full length of this wall, but because of the weight of the coats and everything on it, it were always coming away from wall. So anyway, when the builders, came in, Chris says, "I'm taking that down and sawing it in half and taking it to skip." But he took one of the coat up things for Biscuit's lead and his, to hang his lead and his whatever up.
Harness.
So, yeah, his harness, his collar, his lead, his retractable lead. And anyway, so he put all coats back. He put my drawers back, everything. And he went, "I can't find that hook for Biscuit's lead."
Hello, how are you doing?
Richard.
Hiya, Richard. Are you using your camera on your PC?
No, it's my top one this time. I know it looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like everybody looks like I've been flipping on a sunbed for 3 months.
I was going to say it. You look a tad orange.
You bring tangled.
So anyway, he couldn't find this hook anywhere. So all I did, partners, I get up to go to the toilet and I went, "Come here a minute." Wow, yeah. I says, "Well, look." And I just went like that and he'd left it on stairs. Actually on the step. And he'd been up to 9 low for it. So he bought another picture then, Richard?
Yeah, and I've been hanging it up and it was a bastard thing. It was a right big picture, it is.
What,
I already had a picture.
Another long one?
Well, no, it's 4x3 it is, so it's quite big. 4 foot by 3 foot, but
Maybe.
the other one looked a bit lost on the wall. It just looked like a little picture in the middle
Oh,
of
that
it.
little elephant one.
Hide a crack in the wall.
Yeah, well, it must have made just
Or
cover
a
up a
nasty
few,
stain. It's lying
just cover
there.
up a few nail holes as well with somebody else's own stuff.
But that is it. That same wall where elephant is.
Yeah, well, elephants. He's done one now. I don't know where he's going. I've put a different one. This is like a skyline picture of London,
Ah.
Tower Bridge, and all that shit on it. And,
So elephant's been made redundant then.
correct. He's stampeded into the kitchen at the moment. But I'll find somewhere for him. But I'll just swap camera because with shadows in here, it's throwing me off a bit. You know what I mean? Getting it level. I've got it level with spirit level, but it doesn't look right. I think it's the shadows that are, you know.
Chris says, yeah, he has, hasn't he? Got it looking spot on. Just bits and bobs to do, and you'll have it.
You see.
Oh, that's nice.
Tower Bridge.
So elephant's in kitchen at the moment. My other one's up there. My other one, you see.
Like I say, it was elephant room.
But can you see that shadow with the lights casting a shadow on left hand corner?
Yeah.
It's making it look cockeyed. So until I see it daylight tomorrow,
it looks all right to me.
Yeah,
I can see what you're saying about it casting a shadow.
Yeah, I've had spirit level on it, and it's bang on according to spirit level. You know, I'm damned if I'm bringing thing on from where we have a laser thing that spins on a tripod. I'm not setting that up in living room just to put a bloody picture up.
I hope if that had been Chris Richard, and he says, "Oh, it looks all right. It'd be right."
I bought myself a lamp from the range.
Ooh.
Together, an LED floor lamp.
Ooh.
It's like one of those
I can't be doing with ceiling lights. It annoys me. I like to have it just low lighting.
Yeah.
In flat.
Like that.
In flat, it's. I don't like Jane, as Mum calls them. She always says, "Put big lights on." Well, I can't be doing with big lights. She's opposite of me. You go in her house and you get your eyes burnt out. She puts every light on. Well, I can't be doing with that crap. I just like to have one lamp on somewhere. And this light behind me, you can't see it. There's two of them. You see, there's one here and one there. And they're just like they're just glass, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what the hell you call them. See, they're up there. There's one.
Yeah, like a dome kind of thing.
There's other. You can obviously turn them off and on independently, but
well, we've got something similar to that. Exactly the same actually.
Yeah,
in our bathroom and in his downstairs toilet.
They're in every room. They are them lights. There's 2 in bedroom, 2 in here, 1 in shit house, and 1 in kitchen.
They're very bright.
But I just want a lamp. I don't want that big bright lights.
Yeah.
So
but them kind, Richard, are very, very bright.
So.
But baby, there's just been some.
Just took me back. Took me just to get my telly running. Jesus Christ! I kept putting wrong. I kept putting password in, and I kept putting a capital letter in where I shouldn't have been. I thought password rejected. I thought, what's up here? What's happening?
Chris has had exactly the same thing.
Well, we're doing my head in. Going through it on screen. I were. That's right. I thought, what's up here? And I was misreading it because I had my wrong glasses on. I'll just turn that telly off.
Did you sort your washing machine out?
Yeah. That's I've pulled that back out and done that. So
did you do that trick that Peter said? Put washing up liquid on you.
That's exactly what I did, and I shoved it. I nearly ended up in back alley.
Well, you say why couldn't you have mentioned it sooner?
Yeah.
When you were prattling about it the other day.
Fapping with that and then not putting flipping water tap on. What a dick. Not allowed. You're right there, Gary.
we're only in July, and this.
There's what? Oh, fireworks, right?
So as you can see, I have a lamp on, but if you look at
Yeah,
but
there's
like-
no bulb in it.
never
That's
been
what
a
I
bulb
realised.
in-
There was no
never
bulb
been
in
a
it.
bulb in it since we moved into this house in this room. We've always had a lamp.
I think Biscuits suddenly, because this is not first lot of fireworks, but yeah, I think he's suddenly realised. A bit mucky your top is, Richard.
I know. Every fucking day I get shit up to eyeballs, pretty much.
I
I've been
noticed
outside all day today again.
this is the thing. I noticed it's only his elbows.
Yeah. That's flipping hydraulic oil, is that?
You know that Vanish. Does that Vanish get that at or?
Yeah. Most of it, not everything. Most of it.
Because Chris had got some paint on his trousers, the emulsion. So I says to him, I says, "Well, don't worry too much about it, because get me a wet wipe it off and get a wet cloth." And I says, "You don't have to worry too much about it, because that Vanish should get rid of it."
Yeah.
Emulsion paint's water based, so in theory it should wash out.
But yeah, mulching paint's all right if you wash it when it's still damp. But once
Yeah.
mulching paint's gone off, you've flipping no chance on clothes. Once it's gone hard, you've no damn chance. Because I've got it on loads of my clothes and they've been washed umpteen times.
Yeah, well, gloss is a whole new ball game.
Don't talk to me about go outside a flipping full 5 litres over my head.
And it weren't just brilliant white, it was green.
Green, yeah, Brunswick green. Right over my flipping head. I had to shave my hair off and everything. I couldn't deny it with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
design a pair of glasses.
I did. Yeah, I had expensive glasses on and all, and it took me ages to get them back to any sort of wearability. Did it? Hello, Tommy.
Well, were you in an RM workshop or something?
Yeah, there should be a frigging instructions on how to get you that box.
Green on your head.
You what?
Were you in an RM workshop or something?
In a what? Sorry.
NRM, National Railway Museum.
No, I weren't. No, Harold ladder. This woman cleaner. I said to her, just scurry up that ladder and touch that. We have a container outside, and it's painted in Brunswick green. And so I said to her, and it got a bit rusty around the top. I said, "I'll hold ladder." I said, "You shoot up and flipping just give it a tickle like with brush." And she had this tin of paint, and somebody walked up behind us and said something that made her laugh. And she just tipped tin or laughing, and the more she laughed, the more I got it. And it were all on me. Full tin.
Yeah, so much for health and safety.
Oh yeah, a full tin. Look at that. We had a factory inspector visit one year. This is a long time ago. It's a factory inspector that comes to us is a woman. She's been 2 or 3 times. She has. The first time she come, it was hilarious. And it's very rare we ever have to do this, but it was a one-off with this. We had a big tank on forklift truck, and when you just lifted it up, it just lifted back wheels off floor. It did, so you didn't have any steering. So we said, just dive on back at stacker, will you, while we load this tank up back at wagon. So there's a tank on the stacker. We had a load of people hanging up back at stacker truck to counterbalance it. And who walks through gate? Factory inspector. You couldn't have flipping timed it better, could you?
What's all them blokes doing hanging off that tank?
Yeah. You know, but we do that. 6 people all sat up back at stacker truck trying to counterbalance it while I put the thing got back at wagon, and she walked through gate. Unbelievable, Tiny.
Sod's law, though, innit?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Fortunately, we get on with her quite well, and she's been a few times. And you know, last time she came, it when COVID just started. She says, "I'm just coming to check that you're COVID prepared and all this crap. You know, and we're walking around, and she come just as when we used to work Fridays, so it's quite a few years ago now, and it was Friday dinner time, 12 o'clock. And I was last person out, and I was just locking gates, and she come to the gate. I couldn't believe it. I thought, you've picked your time to come. And she wanted to walk around everywhere, every building, everywhere, check that we...
Richard, I don't know whether it's your nose. It looks like you've got something white on the end of your nose.
Yeah, I haven't.
The light. It must be the light.
I think it's things shining on.
Yeah,
Wait.
it's something shining off my neck. When I move, it moves.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Just looking at it from my point of view, it looks like you've got something white on. And you can remember when I've got that toothpaste under my chin last Thursday. And I said to Chris, I says, you mean to tell me? I says, I've had that under my chin all day.
I don't know. Yeah. It's something like me walking to the nursery with a dirty great bogey from me and stuck to my flipping cheek.
I can't remember you telling us that.
I can't believe it. I'm walking up, kids are only about 3 or 4, and they're in nursery, and I'm walking up road to go and collect them, and I sneeze like hell on my way up, and a real big sneeze anyway. I walked in, and they're looking at me like funny old young lasses in nursery, and I thought, strange, what's up with this lot? Anyway, picks them up, gets home, and I just walked past me, and I looked, I thought, what the hell was that? And there it were, from my nose, stuck to my cheek. Oh, no wonder they were staring at me. They must have looked at that dirty bugger with fucking snot down his face. Didn't even know it was there. Crikey. Like 22 years ago, that.
Oh, dear me.
Yeah, you're right there, Tommy. That's what you get for sending up a laddie. Because she cleans windows. Well, windows are like 25 foot, 30 foot up. But I lift her up. We have a cage thing we put on 4 lifts, so I get her in that and I whiz around on that.
Oh, dear.
Clean windows.
When I'm cleaning windows.
She does them about once every 6 weeks.
I'm going to do a George Formby song.
By the way, Richard, your hug was duly received.
All right, yeah.
Can you remember what you said afterwards?
Well, that was like a sex toy or something. Was that? Jesus.
But yeah, not in a gay way though.
Yeah.
No, I'm on about hug.
All right, what about this?
No.
Looks like one of them things that they have at casinos when they're passing cards around and chips, you know, and like spirit bat things that they move all cards and crap around on.
I mean, I was thinking more on BDSM scene with them things that slap their asses with.
Paddles.
Yeah.
What were you going to put to me anyway? I heard you say before I come on, I'm going to put that to Richard when it comes. Well, oh shit, what have I done now? What am I in bother for now?
Nothing. It was just concerning your housewarming.
Right.
Rather than people go out and buy a fancy dress, why don't you do either a pajama party?
Pajamas? Taking the piss.
No. Well, you could
What
wear
a pair
your
of pajamas.
Your birthday suit.
My pajamas is what I was born in.
Or a pool party theme.
A what party?
Pool party.
Oh, I fancy. I've often thought about getting a pool table. That'll be all right. That. Why don't we just all come in normal clothes and just have a, leave it?
Oh, I have a dress code.
But yeah.
Wear what you want if you want.
Hang on.
Ooh, it's going to be good. One. Trending party themes about murder mystery.
Yeah.
Do we kill somebody off?
Yeah, stab somebody to death and we'll play Cluedo.
It was
Well, we're
Colonel,
getting Cluedo, real life Cluedo. Problem is, I've only got 1, 2,
it was
3
Colonel
rooms.
in the kitchen with the lead pipe in.
Yeah.
Yeah, pajama party, that's trending. Hey, this one's right up my street. The baking party.
Baking party, there you go. You bake it, we'll stop it. That's easy.
Ooh, circus themed party.
They were all a bunch of clowns, aren't we?
James Bond themed party.
Ooh. I got the one for PPK. Not a real one. That's illegal.
Casino
What?
night.
So we need a tux
Yeah.
and a one for PPK and an Omega Team Master.
Sounds like the Frank Spencer of health and safety. Yeah, you're right there.
Alien invasion.
An alien invasion.
Yeah. Space Jam. Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Blunderland.
NASA space theme.
SpaceX.
Night at the Oscars.
Not Night at the Opera. Which is the name of a Marx Brothers film and the Queen album. Night at the Opera had a
What you getting blamed for now,
Bohemian
Richard?
Rhapsody on it. Was it a day at the races?
Jesus Christ.
Night at
Some rapping so
Opera. Oops. Yeah, it's the Queen album.
There's one here called Breakfast at Tiffany's. Well, that's up Shit Creek right to pad because Richard ain't got no posh tea service.
Who?
It says Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, it's a song. And I said, what about
Well, that
film.
were based on the film, and it's who's with dark hair that had it in.
Audrey Hepburn.
That's the one. That's basically the film is Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, there was an ad for Galaxy, and it was supposed to be Audrey Hepburn. It wasn't the real Audrey Hepburn, but it looked like her. Where she gets in a fella's car or something. But she's on a bus and she ends up getting in somebody's car instead. But the song, the song was sung by Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, the Who Done It. Yeah, murder mystery.
It was Jeanette in
Harry
the kitchen
Potter.
with the rope.
James Bond. Shaken, not stirred. Stirred, not. Is it? No, shaken, not stirred. Yeah. Yeah, Back to the Future. This is a good one.
God.
Austin Powers.
I love that film. Especially with Liz Early in that red dress. Oh, God. If somebody rolls up in Liz Early's cat suit, that'll be all right.
It's not for me.
For her age, she is hot.
What about Titanic? Titanic themed.
Oh, that'll bloody go down, won't it?
Yeah. Polar
Sinking.
Express. Does it look as complicated as it looks? I mean, is it as complicated as it looks?
I'm bothered with instructions. I'm winging it. Do what a typical bloke does. Doesn't look like what it says on box, though. That's a bit annoying.
TV.
Don't
Says
that
on box.
don't that thing. Yeah, Ben try want
Yeah,
it.
but on box it says there's a lamp halfway up the shaft. Well, there isn't.
Oh. Gone with the wind?
You're talking about my farts.
Who's gonna play Who's gonna play Clark Gable?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, can't have that one, A Christmas Story. And we don't want a night in Paris, do we?
No.
Get this. I've lost you.
We might end up, Joel might end up crashing the wedding part. Where do we get wedding from? Oh, we've got those pictures, that's why.
A royal affair, garden party. Yeah, planes, trains, and automobiles. That's a theme.
Oh, no, I don't want that.
What do you mean? I'm missing a trick here.
Shall we do an African safari night? Some of these are far right, you know what I mean? It's Pioneer theme. Yeah,
Pioneer team? What the hell's that?
yeah, it's
Will come as a car radio.
Hey there.
I think it's space probs. I am both.
it's like the good old Western times, the pioneer days.
Oh, I thought you were on about the space probes, the first two space probes to visit Jupiter.
No, it says
Pioneer 10 and 11.
Oh, it's little clips, but I don't know what they're for.
is that for
Thanks
your
to
wires?
RCFM.
Rat pack.
Hey, Bolts, how we doing?
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I got my new Birkenstocks in the mail.
Oh, what do you call them?
Birkenstocks.
We call them Crocs.
No, these
No,
are made in
Birkenstock is
Germany.
a brand.
No, these are Birkenstock. These are not Crocs. These have a cork footbed in them.
Ah,
It's similar to Crocs,
They are so comfortable.
but they are actually, Birkenstock do manufacture various kind of shoes.
yeah. So we have an Elvis themed party, and all comes
Oh.
Elvis.
The only Jeanette, the only downside I found of my new clogs is the soles of them are slippery on my foot plate of my wheelchair.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like when you put too much Armor All on the floor mat of your car.
I tell you as well. What I find is, if like when I go outside in mine and it's been raining, you tend to slide all over the place.
Yeah.
But you see, that's the only thing I can wear at the moment because my feet swell up somewhat chronic.
Yeah, mine too. These have a really interesting tread on them.
They look all right.
Oh yeah.
I've got posh ones.
And they're nice and wide for my wide feet.
That's exactly the reason why I can't wear anything else other than my Crocs, is because obviously with me having arthritis and everything, I've got my feet swell up, and obviously they own things that are comfortable. Over here, a pioneer is someone who doesn't drink alcohol. I'm not going to that party. No, well, that particular theme is on about the pioneers, you know, in wagons and yeehaw kind of thing. So yeah, that was that pioneer themed party. Ooh.
Let there be light.
Oh, has it got several different settings?
No, just on or off. 2 settings. Got 2 settings, on,
No.
off, or on. Pretty bright though. Bloody hell.
Well, can't you sort of turn it around and
Oh, you
face
can
it?
jiggle it all over shop, yeah.
You know, I mean, you don't have to have it directly above you.
Oh, I'm not keeping it on my desk here like that. I was going to not talking to it from behind the lamp. I was just testing it, that's all.
I Bria pie in here. That's not how you eat pie. Well, we're thinking of a theme for Richard's party. It says it took me a while, but yeah.
I'll be right back.
Well, if you can buy a miniature version of this, it's an ideal desk lamp, is this? If it weren't up there on the ceiling.
But you missed baking last night, Bria. So is that the lamp on then, Richard?
Mm.
I must say it looks better with that lamp on, but you can really, not so close, so it's not as bright. We have ways of making you talk.
Oh, man, one of these smaller as a desk lamp because
Chris has got one.
It's good sturdy for it. It's got a right big heavy base on it.
You know, like your little halogen lamp thing. But Chris is into electric. You plug it into USB to charge it.
Yeah.
Bree's got like a desktop one.
Yeah, I'll have a look tomorrow and see if if they've got that many in range, it's bamboozling. But some of them are really expensive. You know, some of them are like 200 quid, which is not a price you want to be paying in range. You want it for next to note. This were only 24 quid. Cost me more for that picture. Pardon me.
Pardon you?
Pepsi Max, 48 cans, Argos, Amazon. Proper cheap deal.
Oh, that's no good because it's like got a clip thing on it. You clip it to your desk.
This one's got one of them foot switches on it. One of them little...
Yeah. No, I'm on about this. It's like a ring light.
I want to put it over there in the corner behind
clip it onto your desk. I mean, something like that would be all right for me.
I'm going to put it behind the settee and then put a Wi-Fi switch on it. Then I can switch it off and on without having to clamber behind the settee. Because I have some Wi-Fi extension leads. And you can plug different things into them and switch them on individually. I might actually go back. I don't know. I'll see how it looks, but it looks alright. I might actually buy another and have 2 either side. I just don't like big lights.
This one you can dim it. I found one on and it's a LED desk lamp, reading lamp with touch control. Work from home essentials, foldable table lamp with USB plug. Eye caring reading light for office, dormitory. Why? You know, it's got like a different settings.
Hello?
And it's got a mobile phone thing on it
Who's
as
on
well.
Android? Who's using Android? Hello? Oh, it's stopped now. We're echoing.
I can't hear an echo at this end.
Nobody on a phone, is there? Usually you get that when you're on an Android phone, that echo.
And it says it's got an adjustable, you can, yeah, it's an adjustable angle. You can angle it.
Yeah.
That's it, look.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one that clips to the top of my screen. But the only problem is that you have to move the camera higher, you know.
Yeah, well, that, you could put it on your desk, but you can angle it, and there's a thing for your
This is a
phone.
phone
there,
charger as well, is it?
eh?
I'm thinking it's a phone charger as well.
I don't think so.
Somebody has a picture of a phone at the bottom of it.
I think that's the way you charge it. It's like Chris's. It isn't actually an electrical one. You recharge it, and then when it starts getting dim, you plug it back in and charge it. Call the Coast Guard. Boats is missing. But it says that's the power supply. They do it in black and white, £6.98. Whoa. They do one here on Amazon, and it stands in middle, and it's got one facing either way.
Yeah, there's a few. They had some like that at Range. They had some that were like,
1999.
they had some with like 200 LEDs in like a spiral thing, but I just thought they looked too chavvy. I want minimalist. I don't want flipping junk.
I'm looking at some LEDs.
This is somewhat similar to what Chris has got.
What?
Yeah, simple, something simple like that.
Yeah, that's it.
What's that?
That LED light that you've got.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where that is.
I don't know what these little clips are for.
Touch sensitive switch as well. 3 levels of brightness to suit your activities. 360-degree rotation.
Those little clips, I don't know what they're for.
I will look at some LEDs just coming here.
I want some of them that's John under his cupboards.
Yeah, I'm going to get some of them. Because in my kitchen, when you put the kitchen light on, the fan comes on, and the fan is annoying.
Yeah.
I don't want a fan running all the time.
That's it. Well, you see, our extractor in kitchen, it's on like a pull switch.
Yeah.
And then a bit closer to the top, it's like an actual switch.
Yeah. This is its ceiling, you see, and the two switch lights on. It's on. There's one in bathroom as well, which I don't mind in bathroom because you're not in there long. But the kitchen one, it's all the time, you know what I mean? But
I mean, that's $8.99.
yeah,
That's ideal. You don't want something that's too in your face. You want something that's just there. You know what I mean?
yeah. Thank God it's Thursday tomorrow.
Yeah, but the only problem is, Richard, Monday's still, you know.
I know Monday comes round quick, but at least it's 3-day weekend instead of 2.
Yeah, I mean, your best bet would be that Amazon.
Mm.
But well, same as you said, you don't want something that's too in your face. You just want it on the sidelines.
Yeah. The one that I put on top of my screen's brilliant. It's ideal because I can dim it, do what I want, but it just.
I hope he's looking at it, Windy. What's he
Oh,
seeing outside boats?
No, he's just looking around. I got some new, I have some new
Well, it buggers my camera up. That's the only problem. It's in way my camera.
You have some new what?
some new plants. Let me see if I can show you.
You be careful.
Oh yeah. I just gotta unplug this iPad.
See, that's the built-in camera now.
Oh, that looks better.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
say,
like,
I
you
think
don't
that
like you
one's
being
a lot better.
tangoed.
That's just the normal built-in Apple camera.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, he's been really interested in those.
Now he's probably looking and thinking, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, to which one he's going to pee up first.
No, he's not touching those. It was okay with that banana tree. I don't like those.
So he can pee up banana trees he likes.
Yeah, he's got to
I mentioned
go.
Pioneer. I've been looking up this, the space probes on Wikipedia. Now I'm looking at Wikipedia entry for Voyager 1.
Oh, what? Uh-huh. But I think that a bit best thing for Richard's party is just come as you are.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, fancy dress, come up dressed as an emotion. Just don't be fucking disgusted or come in despair.
What did you say? You're coming as a pole dancer?
Oh, answer.
Yeah, pole hamster more like.
Woody says, he says you're famous. I just saw you on Boats TV. You'd be surprised at what places I get, Woody. Yeah. But I was saying earlier on to Amjad, it's a Saturday night, isn't it? And I usually go live on a Saturday. So could actually do a live stream from Richard's party. How's about that, Richard? We could do it. We could do a live stream as it happens. You know. But I bet any money Richard's glad he's got his Dolce Gusto thingamajig back.
Well, they are, you're right.
Is Chris going to do a three-legged pole dance? Something like that, would he? Hey, oh, I'll tell you something. He wouldn't even get his leg off at floor to rat ramp pole in first place. Hey, up, Richard. We've got that many boxes of them flat whites. They're coming out his ears. Well, you can't grumble at a box of 30 for £6.50 when it costs you about £4 for one box. 16, sorry. So Chris, you know, when he goes down there, he just keeps going a couple of boxes. We've got a dedicated flat white cupboard. Oh dear. Baby. I said we've got a dedicated flat white cupboard. For coffees, boxes of.
Well, but tin stuff, but they pushed out. Relegated.
They've been having. They've had to be relocated.
Find space somewhere else for them.
I'll wait till Richard comes back, and I'm going to tell you about a voicemail or voice message that Johnny sent me. Right, and it's hilarious. It's absolute. Even Chris, he were in there and they were painting, and when I played it, and I could hear him. He were absolutely rolling his son laughing. But I'll wait. I'll wait till you're back, Richard.
Sorry, I'm not with the.
Oh, he's got a good bark on him, hasn't he? I don't know what all them fireworks were about earlier on. First lot, he didn't move a muscle, our biscuit, but then when, they were another lot, and I think he's limping again. So he's having to take him on short walks. Pardon me. And I didn't go to my physio appointment. I just could not be arsed from ragging me about. My back were killing me, my knees were killing me. And I says to Chris, I just can't be arsed to sit there from saying do this and do that and do whatever. You know what I mean? So Chris rung up and said I weren't feeling well, so they've rescheduled it. What are you doing, Richard?
Sorting my lights out.
Oh, you're repositioning, are you?
Yes.
So can you hear me? And I'm going to tell you a funny story. This voice,
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
This voice, this thing that Johnny sent me. So he sent me a picture, and he was sorting the tin cupboard out, right? Right, the famous tin cupboard.
Yeah.
So anyway, he sent me these pictures, and he went. He says, next time you're baking, he says, can you make something with peaches? I went, peaches? Why? He says, she's got 27 tins of goddamn things.
Yeah.
He says, either that or pineapple or mandarins. But yeah, even Chris couldn't stop. He says, yeah, you've got to do something with peaches, he says, because we overrun with them. He says, she's got 27 tins.
Bloody hell.
I says, well, there's a peach cobbler, there's a peach crumble, but I thought earlier on, you could actually use all three, like pineapple, peaches, and mandarins, and make a fruit salad, can't you? Chuck a few grapes and whatever in, a few strawberries in, and then voila, tin of condensed milk, and you've got a fruit salad. But yeah, you're a bit, with peaches, they're a bit, you know what I mean? But so I sent him some of these recipes. I says I'll have a look in a bit. But I've got 2 tins of apples in cupboard. Anyway, so I was sorting through my drawers because he put one set in the kitchen, one set through here near cubby old door, and then other set near front door while they were painting that back wall. So I thought, I don't know. So I found these small well, one I won't say small, but these like little foil containers, and they've got lids on, right? So I says to Chris, I says, I know what I can do. So I made 2 apple crumbles to put in freezer.
Ah,
That's his new place, Woody? He's moved in.
that's it. I've only got bags of stuff. I've got like 5 bags to bring, a load of shoes, and then just take some cardboard boxes and shit to tip. And I think I'm going to throw my old quilt and bedding away as well. They've seen better days. Chuck them away.
There's just that fridge freezer, isn't there? And then
Yeah, that's what I get down, and I'll put in boot for Johnny. You see, when I take that to Johnny's, I'll get that down that day and put it in the boot the same day. You know what I mean?
but,
Rather than defrosted, I'll just take it down.
well, that's it. We're a bit of luck by the time you get to Johnny's. It already defrosted it back
No,
in your boot.
no, not in an hour.
No. But yeah, he's more or less 99% Woody.
Yeah, nearly there.
That picture looks a lot. Thought that was somebody farting there.
I'm back on the other camera now, on the external one, but now with a different light, it's not so bad now.
Yeah, it looks a lot better with that lamp and all the lights turned off.
The only thing with that lamp is now it's on the floor. It doesn't look as tall. I'd have made it a bit higher, so I might get a little stand or something for it. You know, like a little box or something to put it on.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I've got like a nest of tables.
Yeah.
And I've got one at tables over here. Chris is using one for his painting, you know, to put his roller tin and everything on. Oh, we've downgraded back to our old house.
Yes, it's horrendous. I won't do it again. That's for sure.
That's the thing, you know, there's nothing more stressful than moving house. I mean,
sure.
Amjad knows that. We know that.
It's all paperwork weed as well that you've got to do. That's the problem. God forbid. I must have made about 300 phone calls this week. Fortunately, I've done it. Only people I need to cancel now is Scottish Power, but you can't cancel them until 16 days before you're.
Oh, you said this on
Before it finishes. They won't let. I've tried to do it once, but it won't allow it.
Can I just say happy 4th of July for tomorrow for you American guys. Very important day here in this country as well.
Election? Isn't that a Chinese add-on?
Yeah, it's our general election to either keep the Prime Minister in power that we've got or select a new Prime Minister.
Keir Starmer it'll be, unfortunately. But there you go.
I mean that's basically
none of the parties seem appealing, do they?
You know that's basically what the polls is. You know the polls.
Oh God, yeah. It's going to be a landslide. It's going to be like what Tony Blair did in whenever
See you later, Amjad.
See you later, Amjad.
But the thing is, this country is in such a pickle. It can't be rectified, you know, overnight. As you know what I say, Bria, they all piss in the same pot.
Yeah.
They all piss in the same pot.
They all do a bad job, just some do it worse than others.
Yeah.
That's the best way of describing it. They all do a shit job, but
you know,
see you later, Amjad.
The country has been in that much of a pickle for years now, and yeah, I mean, how long's Tory's been in power?
Since 2010.
I don't know.
Over the last 100 years, pretty much
Since
all the time.
2010.
But what? Since 2010, so they've been in power 14 years.
Because
they've had 14 years to turn country around. Brilliant.
There was a coalition back then with Lib Dems.
Yeah, with Nick
But
Clegg.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, it was
It's not
Cameron
going to
and
happen overnight.
Clegg.
You know, and whatever party it is,
Mhm. Yeah, I can believe it, Bria.
whatever party it is, they can promise.
Trouble is, half that stuff they'll promise, they won't deliver.
Yeah, 100 plus. Woody says.
Oh yeah, I can believe it.
Ours
Same in
dropped.
Florida.
Our temperatures have dropped dramatically to what it were last week. But anyway, same as I say, whoever gets in, they're not going to rectify things overnight. Will you be at Richards tomorrow, Amjad? But yeah, you know what I mean. It don't matter who gets in power, but I think a lot of Keir Starmer shot himself in foot. Not Keir Starmer, Rishi Sunak.
Sunak.
Yeah, has shot himself in the foot with a lot of things that's been going off lately. You know what I mean? I think it's, you know,
Must have raving loony party.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all as bad as each other. Like I said,
she's brown bread.
Labour won't. With Labour, I'm pretty sure Labour will win tomorrow. It'll be a landslide, but they won't be in long. That's for sure. They do the same every time. They're lucky if they can string 2 terms together. People get bored of them fast.
But you know what I mean?
Last time, look what happened when Tony Blair come to power.
Yeah, and then they got rid of him. But that Scottish idiot in charge, what we call with 1 eye.
Gordon Brown.
Gordon Brown.
Gums Gordy.
Unbelievable. What a shambles. Terrible.
Yep. This is what I'm saying, you know what I mean? It's
they have a thing against people who are rich at Labour Party. A really bad thing about them, and this is why this country struggles. You know. If it weren't for rich people, nobody would have no money.
Tax and spend. They overtax everyone.
Correct. They say if you're rich, you pay extra.
That's why we had that economic.
Somebody who's been successful pay more than anybody else. Who's worked all their life and been successful pay more than anybody else. Why should they?
I mean, I totally agree with you there, Richard. I mean, it's like your brother, you know, started out in a shed.
Yeah.
And look at the successful business he's got now. That didn't happen overnight. It's took
correct. No, anybody who owns a business will never vote Labour. Never, ever, 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 ever. You know, they'll never vote Labour. No businessman will. You know, they never will because they just want to tax them up to eyeballs. And
do you remember that New Labour? From Tony Blair. They were just red Tories, weren't they?
Yeah. Things can only get better. That was his line.
That's it. Well, he used that song in his election campaign. Good song.
Yeah, that's what he did.
I won't worry about him.
Oh, I'm expecting it'll be a Labour landslide tomorrow, unless Nigel Farage
it's going to be a hung parliament.
I can't see that. See, the problem is a lot of people who, if they vote for Farage, they'll just do it as a protest vote, you see.
But
that's what I'm saying.
It makes you wonder why Rishi Sunak has bought this general election, because he knew his days were numbered.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, he's not bothered. He's a multimillionaire. But there again, people get at him because him and his wife are rich. They've got rich because they've done something. You know, they haven't been given it. They've earned it. You know what I mean? And they're complaining that his wife stores her money abroad. Who wouldn't? If I had 100 billion in bank, I wouldn't leave it. I wouldn't have it in Barclays in the local high street. I'd have it somewhere out of country.
And have the British government take off you.
Correct. It's not doing anything illegal. You know, it's just madness. People complain, but they'd only do the same. It's not the complaining because it's just jealousy. It's nothing else, nothing more.
Oh yeah, absolutely true.
You know.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's
I know people get irritated when kids are born into money, but end of the day, if you were a multimillionaire, what would you do to your kids? Would you say, no, bugger off, go and make your own way in life, you're not getting anything? You wouldn't. It's just nature. It's the way it happens, you know. You're going to leave your kids with nothing. Kids can't choose where they're born, what they're born into, whether it's money or not. You know what I mean? It's just life. You know?
But it's as regards this techie or sending your money abroad, that's only because of the unfair tax situation here in the UK.
Correct. The Labour Party do not like wealthy people. That's why the wealthy people will never vote for them. You know.
But you know,
You're right. Gary's right there. He's a total clown, that Galloway. He's just out for himself. He is. He just wants to have himself in the limelight all the time. That George Galloway, what a pillock he is.
Weren't he Mayor of London at one point?
Yeah, he's been everything. He's even been on Big Brother.
He were an MP, if I remember right, in the constituency I grew up in, where I grew up, where I lived as a kid.
Yeah, but didn't on Big Brother he made a right twattery then, didn't he?
Yeah, what was she called, that woman? I can't think of that damn
Oh,
woman he was messing with.
With Ginger.
Yeah, which she called Ruler something. Ruler something.
Lenska, that were it.
Ruler Lenska, that's it.
And that, who was it? Dennis Waterman's ex.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, she were in this Celebrity Big Brother same time as that George Galloway, and they made a right twattery then.
Yeah. Oh, what a pillock. But end of the day, again, if you're getting 300 grand just to go on Big Brother, why not? I'd do it. Somebody knocked on my door tomorrow and said, come and make a fool of yourself for a fortnight in some house with a lot of weirdos.
I mean, it's like this Love Island. I put my hand up. I have never watched one single series or.
The only one of them stupid things I watch is I'm a Celebrity. And I only watch
that's the only thing I watch, Richard.
I just like watching them eat them grubs and stuff. They have to do the Bush Tucker challenge.
But yeah, never. Say no more. But yeah, I've never ever watched Love Island because I think it's just a bunch of wannabes at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of wannabes.
And some of them have done well off back of that.
I think in last series there were a lad from Sheffield.
I mean, Big Brother, there's been a lot of people been successful off back of Big Brother.
I mean, look at that Alison Hammond.
I was just going to say her. She's a TV presenter now.
That Jade Goody, I mean, she didn't even win it, and she made a lot of money from off of that. Okay, then, Woody. See you later.
I'll see you later,
See you later, Woody.
Enjoy your day tomorrow. Happy 4th of July.
Correct. He was mates with Saddam Hussein, you're right. And there's been a lot of politicians like that. You only need to look at Jeremy Corbyn and see his connections over the years. I bet he's not popular in Warrington. Bloody hell.
But
plenty of photographs of him sat there drinking tea with a few undesirables.
But yeah, you know what I mean.
It's politics, though, isn't it? Whatever happens, happens.
The thing is, you can't change the outcome, can you?
No. I have to drive back to
voting, you know what I mean?
I have to drive back to my own house tomorrow to vote. I can't vote here. So I've turned it nice because I've got loads of bags of rubbish to go to the tip, and I can't go to the tip round here. I have to go flipping drive over there to get rid of that tip. You know, because you've got to show my identification now when you go into tip. Obviously, my address is not. I'm not in this borough. I'm still in Hyndburn. I'm not in this one here.
Well, you see, our tip is just up road.
Yeah,
and you don't have to book. Yeah, there's queues miles long at certain days,
yeah,
Well,
but you just wait in
voters,
your queue. You just drive up. They've got like these great big massive container skips,
Yeah.
like wood, metal. I don't know what else.
plastic,
And then,
general wear.
then you drive
fabric.
round, and there's like
electricals.
battery oil, like electricals, like fridges, and like these that has got to be degassed and whatever. And they've even got one for like clothes, shoes, and whatever. You know what I mean? But it's not a massive tip. But it's not a tip. It's a recycling centre.
Yeah, well, there is no tips nowadays. They're all the same. They're all just a load of skips in the yard. You know,
Yeah.
we used to have an incinerator not far from here where you drove up to just a big pit. You threw all rubbish into the pit and it just got set fire to and burnt.
Tommy says, show ID to go to tip. What the?
Yeah, you have to around here.
Don't like that. You just, it's
Because
sort of-
otherwise people come from miles around to do crap.
and more often than not, there's a bit of a queue, but it like goes down into a wooded area, so it's that way. But yeah, you just drive up, whatever you've got in back of your car, like same as I say, wood, metal, or whatever, and you just keep driving around with whatever you've got. Car batteries, they do. They've got like a little spot reserved for car batteries and.
Yeah, the reason why there's ID is to stop people from coming out of town with the rubbish. You're not allowed to go in with vans now or anything. You have to get a permit for a van. I mean, if you've got a van, you're only allowed to go 12 times a year.
But it's like this. A lot of people do these like, garden waste and things like that. They come and collect it for you, but they have got to, same as Richard said, have like a special permit to be able to drop that off at a recycling centre, and they charge them for it. Whereas anybody with household waste, you could just drive in and chuck whatever. And
yeah, it's a pain in the ass, it is. But I've got 3 bags here that I need to throw away, and I'm going to have to take them somewhere.
but
Once I've got rid of my rubbish, see, I can use the bins here. I don't even know what colour of bin it is because it's Thursday collections here. I don't even know what bin goes out on a Thursday. I've no idea.
you see, on a Friday, you see, Chris takes on that on Thursday.
Every other week it's general waste, just shit. Every other week, once a fortnight, but I don't know which one it is tomorrow. I don't know if it's the blue cardboard one or the grey recycling one. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's it. Waste disposal license.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people around here, Gary, that pick Rubbish up for you, charge you, and then go and dump it in a lay-by.
Fly tipping it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been known before now.
Oh, it's rife around here. Rife. There's lots of farms, you see, in farmland and single track roads, and they just drive along and tip and flipping do one.
Yeah.
So
I've
you-
been
you're-
roads
And
closed
then
because of
charge
fly
people for going and picking this stuff up,
Correct.
and instead of, like recycling centres, charge them extra, or
Yeah,
charge them a fee.
it's dumping at the side of the road.
So they've got the, ready.
That's why you've got to make sure if you ever get anybody around taking your rubbish, don't leave any letterheads or anything that can bring it back to you.
Pardon me. Well, we had a bloke come to, because we got no sofa out back, but it got no back on because Chris had already took back off it and took the cushions to the tip. But this was way too big for Chris to manage on his own, as was the mat. We were talking about a king size mattress.
Could have got Tim to burn it.
So basically, we rung this person up, and how much would you charge me to pick a sofa and a mattress up and dispose of it? So there's no way of
Yeah, they can't link a settee back to you out like that.
or a mattress.
or a mattress.
That's all it were. Chris says, I just want it out my way. I want that mattress out to the spare bedroom so I can tidy that up.
Yeah. Oh, it's difficult getting rid of rubbish nowadays. It is.
Yeah. It's like they deliberately make it hard for you.
Yeah.
Deliberately.
I mean, Gary's just said that's all you see on Facebook Marketplace, the man with a van. But the thing is, if they bona fide, let's say, they will have, cards, name on side of the van.
Carrier's license.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Everyday Solace, she has all
a reliable person. You check beforehand. Have you got insurance? Should anything get damaged in the transition from one place to another?
We used to get them all the time when I worked for Pendle Council. You'd be driving around and they'd stop you in the street and they'd say, "Oh, I'll give you something. We take all this rubbish out my garden." So you dump it all into the back, get rid of all rubbish, and then you give you like a £5. I'd say, "What? We just took about a ton's worth of rubbish and you're £5." And so we're giving them back, give them the rubbish back.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, we had few people who used to think once you chucked it in, that was it. They could take the mickey. Well, they didn't realise we were just giving them back.
Bexy. Well, when we lived in Nottinghamshire, we lived next door to this woman, and she got this great big Rottweiler. And I don't know whether she'd let it out at gate or it'd go out at gate or whatever. And it come and done a great dump on our garden. So I goes out with dustpan, and Chris says, "Oh, just caught me thing." Chris says, "What you doing?" I says, "I'm throwing shit back on her yard." I says, "It's her dog that's done it." I says, "So she can have her own dog's shit back." Chris absolutely pissed his pants. I says, "Best about it, we haven't got no pets at the time. We've got no dog, we've got no cats. And she was letting her dog come and shit on our garden."
Correct. That's ridiculous.
So I just went. Can you remember when we lived on York Street and I took that shit back? But yeah, no flies on me. Pardon the pun.
Yeah. When I worked for Pendle Council, there used to be a guy there with a whippet, and it was called Smith Street. It were in Nelson, and he used to come out every day and let his dog crap on the street, just on curb every day. And boss said to me, he says, "Just catch him, will you, and give him a thing." You had these tickets, and I was on this scheme, this called Neighbourhood Pride, and all I did is cruised around in this transit van, and it had a picture of a greenhouse outside with a smiley face and Pendle Council and all that shit written all on it. And I used to see him whip it, and by the time I got around the corner, he'd always got back in his house, and I didn't know which house he'd gone into, and so I used to cruise up and down back alleys, because the job were to pick, because people used to like throw microwaves and fridges in back alley, and so it was my job to just cruise around back alleys looking for things that people had thrown out, and also to catch people who were letting the dog shit. Yeah. And this bloke, he evaded me for months. He did, this guy with Whippet, and it got that bad. It got really under my skin that bad that one day when I finished about 3:30 in the afternoon, I went round and sat outside his house in my own car with tickets. And I thought, you ain't going to fucking get away with this. And I didn't know which house he came out of, but he saw a van a mile away, because it was a bright red van, transit van. It was brand new, it were, with a big lime green house on the side. Yeah. So he knew I was there, and he used to scurry back in. And by the time I got round the corner, he'd gone. And anyway, I just sat there in my car. I thought, come on, Mr. Whippet, man, come on out now, wherever you are. And lo and behold, he come out, and I just got out of my car. He never even batted an eyelid at me, because he didn't know where. And I went, there you go, bingo.
Got you. Bexy says, we used to have a nightmare neighbour with a yappy dog. I recorded it for a while, played it back to them through my surround sound at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to tell. This is another dog muck story. We were driving. I think we were going to B&M or something, and it's while we've been living here, and we're going down this road, and there was this macho man with bulldog and whatever, walking along. Anyway, dog stops to have a crap, and we, as it so happened, we just pulled up to traffic lights, right? And this guy were on pavement, right smack bang at side of us. So anyway, it lets it do a crap on to pavement, and then starts walking off. So I press this thing. I said, "Pick your dog shit up, you dirty out of window." And like this, as if to say, "Where's that come from?" But yeah, I wham it window down and says, "Fucking dog shit up." This is the thing. We've got a dog, and Chris always takes pooper bags out with him. Andy pooper scoops.
Yeah, the piss you have to do. There's no need for it.
But that is one thing I cannot stand, is people just letting the dogs do a dump anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I often say, well, what if you've got kids and your kid walked along and it stood in that dog shit?
Correct.
But they're that small-minded. They don't, they don't think of it that way.
Oh
But
no.
yeah, you know what I mean? It's that's one thing that I cannot stand, people that don't pick the dog shit up after it's done it.
It's the law.
Yeah.
Correct, it is.
But this is the thing, partners. If there's no proof, e.g. CCTV, and nobody can trace that dog shit back to them, can they? You know what I mean? It's like...
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's like these people who walk around giving people tickets for dropping a fag. They're all over show now in town centres, these firms for littering and all that lot. But end of the day, you give them the details, give them a ticket. Are they going to ever pay it? Probably not.
But yeah. But from the perspective of a pet owner.
Yeah, I would, Tommy. A poop detective. I was good at that. Took me 9 months to get him. Took me 9 months to catch that bugger. I went every single day down that street to try and catch him.
It showed your patience paid off in end then, Richard.
It just annoyed me, got under my skin, because it brought neighbours and people were complaining about dog shit being on that street, and it was the same chap every time. And he had a little whippet, and he was about my age now, because this is like 2000 and early 2000s when I worked for council. Because it was just after I passed my wagon test, because I went on bin wagons, and then he said, come up to me and he says, well, we're starting this new scheme, Neighbourhood Pride, do you want to do that for a bit? And I said, I'll do it for a change. It was a good cushy number, because eventually you got on top of the rubbish. It took me a month or two, but I had a certain towns I had to go every day, and eventually I got on top of it. So all back alleys were pretty clean. You'd just get an odd microwave or an odd kettle or something thrown in back. So it became, as weeks went by, it got easier and easier, because I picked everything
that
up.
Initial load of rubbish had been shifted.
Yeah, I got on top of it. And I had to take a photograph. You had to take a photograph of everything you picked up and then remove it and take it tip. And it was a right cushy number with that. But some days there was just no rubbish. And I'd say, there's no rubbish anywhere. He used to just say to me, we'll just have a drive about. He says, but get out at 7:30 and don't come back till 3. See you later. It was brilliant.
But, this is the thing. I mean, you've got sort of people that, care about, the environment and everything. And like Chris, I mean, he wouldn't think of leaving one.
No, nobody's deleting your messages, Gary. They're all still there.
No, It all depends what you put in. Sometimes
Well, there's
YouTube,
one,
yeah,
apart from that, when you retracted.
yeah, people.
That's been deleted.
Sometimes YouTube, if you put in a certain word in, don't allow certain
But
words. if you know
I'm not seeing anything. There's one of his messages.
Ginnell pride.
Yeah. Yeah, Ginnell Pride, that's it, Tommy, you're right there.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, girl and her boy down the street from us used to let dogs shit out the back of my yard. Yeah, middle of it taking a dump. He says, so I opened the door in middle of it taking a dump. I said, have you any bags? I get one. Now, as I don't want it left in case people thinks it's my dogs, he said, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Half an hour later,
Looking up people's Ginnells, yeah, I do like to look up a good Ginnell, Tom.
I don't know. It could be, yeah. But anyway, you know, if you're a responsible dog owner, you pick your dog's poop up. End of. We get through no end of poop bags, and I order like 100 at a time. So
We used to get people, and they used to just fill their backyards up, halfway up, literally a metre high, in just dirty nappies and stuff. And they'd be sat there, and they'd get these court order things and all this crap saying, look, if you don't move it, we're going to move it, and it's going to cost you 600 quid. And so we'd have to go move it, and they'd be actually sat there watching telly while we were there moving the shit. And I just used to think, how can you just sit there and just not bat an eyelid at this? So you clear it all, and 2 months later, it would be full again of shit again. They just used to think everything out the back door, fling it into your yard and don't give a toss.
yeah,
You know, it was vile, absolute vile. And I said, I don't want to be on this crap. You know, they were like, we had a transit van with like a care job back, and it was a horrible job. And I said, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not picking up people.
But the thing is, people like that ain't got pride, like where they live, if you know what I mean.
Do shit.
That
was always in Briarfield. That terrible Briarfield. What a hole. Always Briarfield. And then when you
have had discussion about Vicky Pollard today. You know, then first of all they were at Shitgate. Then there's these lads that go to her house that are riding about in balaclavas and whatever. Sooner or later, they're going to turf her out because they don't want that kind of, you know, this it's all right, I'm me. You know, they were Shitgate.
Yeah.
So whoever it is that come to clean drains out, they're not going to do it for nothing. So somebody's got to pay for it. So that was strike one. You know what I mean? And then everybody knows that these lads that are driving around estate on motorbikes in balaclavas are going to her house. And same as Chris says, that kind of person are up to no good. So you don't know, you know. And then they were on about, she must have 6 or 7 kids in a 3-bedroom house.
About 24 different.
It's like all these protesters that are in town centres every weekend now on about this Gaza business and stuff. They've all got their faces covered. Why? Why are you covering your face? I don't understand it. All got their faces covered. If you're covering your face, that means you're planning on doing something wrong. If you,
that's these youths. They're riding about on motorbikes, and there's either 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, we've got them around. More in Blackburn, and they're all on these electric motorbikes flying around like that.
But yeah,
never down here before.
No.
Never.
And there've been a lot of discussion about it on because we've like got 2 different Facebook groups. on both groups, they've been moaning about these lads riding about on these motorbikes.
They're all literal, these electric motorbikes. They're fast as hell. And I'm thinking, how can that be legal on road? That can't be.
Simple.
That's another thing that Chris has said. He says, I bet any money these lads that's driving about on these motorbikes, they haven't got insurance or road tax or anything like that. They just, you know,
And
out
she's
there.
from Arborthorne, so it's like that's just up road, literally. Or they'll have followed her down.
A broom handle in the spokes will stop them.
But yeah, and same as Chris says, it makes you wonder how come she come here from where she used to live, and she got kicked out of that house. So that, you know, but they'll only take so much of it, and then they'll do something about it.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that we, you know, snobs or anything, but same as Chris says, when we first moved in here, it was lovely and quiet, and all you can hear all day long. Well, not during school time, but kids screaming, you know, shouting, foul language that comes out them kids' mouths. You've never heard on it.
That's something else, isn't it, that's changed nowadays. You know, you go out the street now, if you saw a kid doing something wrong and you said something, it'd tell you where to go. Whereas when I was a kid, you wouldn't have dared said that to somebody.
Well, what about when you come back with Biscuit the other day? She stood out there and she seen Chris coming back with Biscuit, and it was just about to come in now. She kept saying, bye. And Chris would say, bye, bye. You know what I mean? Like she wanted,
come back.
like she wanted him to invite her in. Now, a young kid that age, she must only be about 4 or 5. And they just let them. They just let them run wild.
Well, don't get me wrong, I don't mind them playing, but there's playing and then there's being little shit.
Feral, that's what they are. Feral.
Feral, yeah. That's the. Yeah,
Well,
you've got that one spot on.
Society's degenerating and de-evolving.
But yeah. So long as they're not under her feet, she couldn't give a shit what they're doing. In other words.
Yeah. Bugger 'em.
Our Callum were younger, and he'd say, "Oh, can I go round to so and so's house? Where did they live? Well, just round corner. Yeah, but you know, don't go far and don't go wandering off anywhere. You know, unless you come and tell me first."
I mean, when we had all that hot weather last week, she were out there in the garden with little un and with little Babby. Shirt, that shirt on, nappy on, would probably shoved that toilet. You know, red all day like that. They're all out in garden. I mean, yeah, there's already playing in garden, but when you've got a babby, you don't,
you don't want to
eat.
Yeah, no, not in all that how hot it were.
Do you remember public information films with featuring these two? Do you know Voice the Cat? Yeah, can you ever?
Right.
Yeah, he provided the voice.
But yeah, honestly, Tommy, you know what I mean? There's responsible parents and then there's parents that couldn't give a shit. And to me, if you don't want to be responsible for your kids, don't have them. End of.
Yeah. If I were late home, if my dad said, right, you've got to be in by 8 o'clock. If I were a minute late, it was 7 o'clock the night after. He'd say, right, that's an hour early tomorrow night. If I were 2 minutes late, it was 6 o'clock. 3 minutes late, it weren't worth going out.
But yeah, you know, I was brought up in the generation where you could go out. It was safe to go out. We used to go all out fields everywhere. But you knew, no, as soon as them street lights come on, that you were your cue to go home.
I will come back when you come back, have a tea and bugger off out again. Knock and run.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's
times have changed.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean. I mean, there were no worrying about certain nefarious people back in that day, you could, you know, hey, oh, I'd sooner chop it off, Gary, than go anywhere near that one. It says, does Callum know the secret knock so Vicky can let him in at night? Yeah.
How old is this Vicky Pollard?
I don't know, probably in the 30s, I don't know. But yeah, I'd sooner chop it off than go anywhere near that skank.
She must be the local bike.
You would if you seen her, partner. Johnny's seen her.
She will.
But yeah, I mean, the reason why I call her Vicky Pollard is she looks spitting image of Vicky Pollard.
Who is Vicky Pollard?
Yeah, but no,
The character on Little Britain.
Yeah.
All right, I know what you mean.
Imagine a single mum with a.
Know what you mean now. I know what you mean.
Gary says,
I was thinking of somebody off Hardy Army.
as soon as chop his
No,
thing
that's Sue Pollard.
Is it?
I'll stop myself.
You'll
I'll
stop.
not go around.
The actress.
Anyway,
She's in the actress. I think she's still
Yeah.
alive.
Hey up,
That's
Gary.
fair.
Gary is not that desperate.
Oh, I once knew a woman who looked a bit like Sue
I've got
Pollard.
standards, Gary.
Her name was Kathy.
Yeah, he's got standards.
I'd rather be a bird watcher than actually do that.
Yeah, she's 74.
What's up with your nose?
Yeah. I can remember you having to go to shop for my dad to get fags for him. 20 woodbines. Bloody hell.
Yeah, Richard. That's
Yeah, I know who
that-
she is now.
she looks spitting image of her.
Yeah.
Basically, she's a chav.
I mean, even this Vicky Pollard is better looking than what she is, and that's the bloke.
Bad news when a bloke's better looking than a woman. And it's not even a real woman. Jesus.
But yeah, you know, like you know, us older generation, you know, it's changed a hell of a lot. But you see, she's a little ginger-haired gal, and I think she's only about 4 or 5, but she'll talk to anybody. Honestly, to God, she will talk to anybody.
You're knocking on people's doors here and got the sweets from us.
Yeah.
So it's a
And
pallet door.
yeah, she'll knock on people's doors asking if they've got any sweets for her.
Yeah, come in, load that last time you see that. Yeah.
So yeah. How many kids, 4 or 5, will go knocking on strangers' doors asking if they've got any sweets?
Tell her to
For her.
do one. See?
When we were friends with
Aaron.
When we were friends with Pilot Man, Vicky Pollard, she used to send brother, husband, or whoever he is, asking for some bread and some beans and stuff like that. It said, what is it? Does it say Premier Inn?
Did you hear that? Pollard, she says, Aaron down here, it moved called Pallet Man. Yeah, so they were friends until she had a go at one of his kids. Anyway, they fell out. And it says she used to send fella, boyfriend or whatever to knock on Aaron's door and say, "Hey, got some slices of bread or a tin of beans." And Aaron turned round to her and he says, "Have I got a sign of it? Top of us said St. Premier Shop." But yeah, I hope folks.
Oh, let the dogs out.
Takes all sorts.
Boats were having a nice little nap then.
Don't tell it, carry on.
But yeah,
Don't need a doorbell with Augustus.
I couldn't get over when Chris told me that kid, knocking on folks' door asking for sweets.
She's a weirdo, that kid.
Off skis.
But this is the thing. Same as Chris says, she'll knock on the wrong door, and that'll be the last time you see her.
Ever since that shit rolling downhill, I've not been around here.
No. Yeah. As Chris has just said, since Shitgate, they've not been round here.
Shitgate.
Shitgate. But yeah, honest to God, Gary. I mean, I'm not saying that there's anybody like that round here, but same as Richard says, there's somebody on every corner that, you know.
I'm just hoping that when coffee moves out, that we get some of these.
Oh, that's that. Did I tell you that? I know. Not I. The next door to Ivy, Poppy. They're moving out. Yeah, she's buying a property. And Chris says, "Oh, for God's sake," he says, "I hope we don't get another Vicky Pollard living next door, but one." Yeah.
What?
But these houses aren't up for very long.
Might be one of the nicest people that might
Because they're 3-bedroom house and they're nice roomy houses. Exactly, Tommy. That's the problem.
Do people still do these catalogues now?
Hey, look, what about that?
Better way
They
clean easy.
There were a kid in
Well,
America.
these used to be able to order stuff off catalogues and like pay so much
I'm
money.
not assuming it were a kid in America. Nicked to mum's credit card and ordered a designer handbag on this credit card. I says to Chris, I says, I'd have slapped her into next week. Can you imagine? 500, I think it was either $500 or 500 quid.
I'd have just rung the credit card company up and say, look, somebody's stolen it.
Fraud.
And it was my daughter. I didn't authorise that. So you pay up and give it me back, please. And they will do.
And it's showing you this picture and the daughter, and she's only 7.
7?
7 years old.
It's My Little Pony handbag, would it?
And it was a designer handbag, and she stood there posing for a picture with this bag across the thing, and you know, designer handbag. 7-year-old, honest to God.
When somebody bought something with same details on an Xbox,
Alan.
maybe no names.
What? Or say that will mean
Yeah, oh, just see if it works. Oh, crap, it's on 67 pounds worth.
actually it wasn't 67, it was $4.99.
No, you didn't do a big one.
Oh, well, that was like when I was like 11, 10.
Doesn't matter, we're still coming. Sorry,
Let me just get it up.
Details are off the bank details are off these Xbox.
A mum has been advised to get Super Nanny involved after her daughter, 7, allegedly used her debit card to order a designer bag. Mum Stormy Lee took to TikTok after she claimed to have caught her 7-year-old sporting a posh Marc Jacobs tote bag.
I reckon it went mother will be not mad to spent all that much on a bloody bag and she's blamed it on kid.
What, framed her? Yeah.
I mean, this is the picture. I mean, I know it's got a face, but yeah, that's the daughter with posing with this bloody designer
She's
bag.
7, huh? She's 7-year-old.
Yeah, no, well, that's what it says. She says the young fashionista explained that she wasn't cheap like others.
So don't put a pack up to it. But she was the driver, wasn't
Yeah.
Or did they care up there?
It says, confronting her daughter who was proudly showing off the new tote bag, Stormy explained that no 7-year-old has a £600 purse, to which the kid hit back saying she wasn't like them. I'm not cheap like that. The young fashionista who was dubbed spoilt by people online.
Sounds like a spoiled brat. That's spoiled nice.
According to the child, she had learned how to order items online after catching her mum going on a shopping spree every single day. So, you know, and then she's surprised when daughter buys the designer bag.
Sounds like a spoiled brat.
So,
See? Probably takes off her mother.
anyway, never mind. I'm going to call it a night. And
Okay.
yeah, I assume you're going live tomorrow, Richard.
Yes, 9 o'clock.
So I'll see you all on Richard's tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. I'll see you all
Bye,
later.
Zubeda.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Here's your favourite song, Cal. You're right.
Oh.